So my neighbor comes to me and she said, I've seen a young girl over there coming out. Not, a girl his age. Coming out at like 5 in the morning or whatever. I said, "Oh, he does?" I said, "He's got friends coming to visit him over there, in and
Don't you want
out."
somebody coming out his door at 5 in the morning? Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the Gossiping Gypsy Sisters. I'm Kayla.
And I'm Annie, formerly from the TLC show Gypsy Sisters. We're here breaking all things gypsy on our brand new podcast called the Gossiping Gypsy Sisters.
From the culture to the fashion to our everyday lives, we are going to be keeping you updated each week right here about everything that's going on with us and watching the episodes for the first time right here.
So if this is your first time, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more gypsy content.
Ring my bell. Ring the bell.
Ring my bell.
So, Annie, what's been going on with you on your side of town?
Let's see. What's been going on with me? I just got back from another beach trip for Joanne's birthday.
Do you remember me telling you I'm going to nickname you the traveling gypsy sister now? Like, of the whole flock, you're truly the traveler of this clan now. Like,
So
what? Why?
it was Joanne's birthday. Me and Joy was separated, and I can't miss my best cousin's birthday. What kind of cousin would I be to miss her birthday? I got invited to the beach, and I had a blast the whole week. And yeah, Joey still had me on Life 360, and guess what? I named the my Life 360 name with his little thing, Traveling Annie.
Oh gosh! So every time he goes to locate you, it says traveling Annie, and it shows Annie
Yes,
really
Traveling
traveling
Annie.
while Annie's traveling. Pretty neat, huh? So what? I mean, I know you're telling me that you went to the beach, and I'm sure you have a lot to tell us about. If I went to the beach, I'd have a lot to be talking to you about right now. But before I ask you that, what's the status with you and Yui right now?
We're still separated. We're friends though. We like he came over while we're just friends. That's all I'm gonna say. I've
I
been
mean,
around
is it
him, but
friends or
we're friends.
friends with benefits or just friends?
No, we're friends. Try to keep it mutual.
Why can you be friends with your husband when you're already
Well,
married?
people do it, I guess.
Stumped you on that one, huh? That's one to think about. You're married, you're split. He's living his way, you're living your way, but y'all's friends. Honey, this won't be lasting long. I see y'all right back together. With me knowing that, now that you're seeing y'all's friends, what did you and Joanne do in Myrtle Beach? I want to hear
Oh,
everything that y'all
girl.
done.
So me and Joanne, we did everything. We laid out during the day. We got our shower. Hey, we did a TikTok and we're trending right now. You have to go watch it. We got like over 300,000 views. She said, "Cousin, I know you're not trendy because I don't know how to make TikTok. I'll tell the world that I'm not good when it comes to making TikTok. So I got the princess to help me become a little trendy, and we got in her car while Terry and the kids was getting showered and ready for us to go out to eat on her birthday. And we made a video, and we've done hit it pretty big on there. So she's trying to teach me how to become trendy on TikTok, and you know,
It was
we
a
went out.
success. It is.
Yes, and we went out to eat every night. We enjoyed each other on the beach. We went to Charleston. We done a haunted tour. We got to see where some of the Outer Banks was filmed. Um, I don't know. I know you don't watch the Outer Banks, but we got to go to the pharmacy where JJ busted out all the windows down there. We got to go to the theater where the Notebook was filmed. We got to go there. We
I would
done a
love to
lot.
do that.
Shopping. We you know, we had a ball. And then I
Well,
come back home to my mom moving.
oh my God, Annie, I know. I cannot believe that she moved. And then to think right as she was moving, you spent that whole last week that she was here away and you come back
Yeah.
to moving away. I can't believe she moved away. Uh, 1 out of 10. Do you think she's gonna stay gone? Because I don't.
No.
Like
She's
10.
a true gypsy. She travels. She likes different
Oh,
scenery.
yeah, you're not lying there. She's from one spot right on to the next. So while you were gone in Myrtle Beach with Joanne and y'all doing y'all's little girly girl. Speaking of girly girl, what did you take any of the kids with you? I've been so busy, I haven't even got to ask you.
I took Lexi and Nettie, of course, went in all the little fancy little shops down there, taking her pictures, being very photogenic. Her and her little boyfriend are separated right now, but I don't know if they'll get back together or I don't know.
Do you want to know how I figured that out without you telling me?
What?
Because I remember asking you like last week, hey, what's the status? The only reason I asked is because Nettie is not the type to really post on Facebook or let you, I'll say. And I seen a picture of her laying out on the beach, and right there I said, oh, they're not together because Nettie wouldn't have posted a picture laying out on the beach. So I read between the lines.
Yeah, I did post it on Facebook.
But
You
I
don't
do
have a
think
Facebook to know what I can post.
I do think that he and her are the love of each other's life, and I couldn't picture them not like making that right. I can't
No, I
picture that.
love him. I love him for her, but I guess they'll get it. They'll figure it out. If it's meant to be, it'll be. I love him either way. I love her, so we'll see.
Well, at at the end of the day, we can want all the best that you can imagine for our kids. We all want the best for our kids, but at the end of that day, it's what makes them happy. So this is something they're gonna, you know what? Time will tell, like if they're really ready for this or not, because this is when two young gypsies come together at this young age. If troubled times steer your way, I always look at how people navigate through that. Do you just give up and quit and go about your way? Or do you stick around and try to work your way through it? Because trying to work your way through it at this age shows that you're going to do pretty well in life. You can't just act on impulse. So I can't wait to kind of see what they both do about this. But I do anticipate them being together. They're both very strong headed. They're very level headed, and but they're both smart. I can't picture them just giving up on each other. If they give up on each other, then they're going to give up on anything they do in life easy because you
I
can't
told
just
her
give up.
that. I have told her that.
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
you know, I've always got some kind of excitement going on in my life. You never know from one day to the next what I'm gonna be doing, what state I'm gonna
Yeah.
be in, and where I'm gonna be tripping off to next. So, with all that being said, I went from Ocean City to Myrtle Beach with Joanne, back home to taking another week off of work. Took another week off of work. No cleaning cabins for this
Yeah.
gypsy sister this week. Hey, I
I'm
need to
sending out a
lay out.
shout out.
I gotta lay out in the sun and get it all tan, baby.
You trying to lather
Anyway,
up?
yeah. I need to know what's
You
been
trying to lather.
happening in your world since I've been gone.
Well, when I of course when I went to Ocean City, we all know that Benny and I were a little bit on the outs. But this is one of those things where I'm just now talking about Nettie and David. Yeah, we were upset. Sometimes people truly need a couple of days to put between them because rather than sticking together in them, if things just aren't working out, things are just escalating. For me, I would rather just go away for a day or two and let things die down, come back together, regroup, work your way through it. And that's exactly what we done. By the time I got back, he was more than ready for me to be home, and I was ready to be home. I do hate that I didn't get to do the boat riding and all that with y'all because that looked so fun. But I really was not like the happiest in the world. I was going through some things, and when you're having problems within your own marriage and then going on vacation, it's not the same. So we made up for that. While you were gone, we've done about everything you can imagine around here, from water parks, river rafting, lots of food. We've had a few cocktails. Like I feel like me and Benny, we go through these stages where mm, we grow old, I guess, to each other for a little bit, and then we'll kind of get mad, split, come back together and it's like dating all over again. I almost feel like we're in a damn dating phase or something, but hey, it's working out and I'm not giving up on my marriage. So I had a really good week while you were gone. I will tell you this. I have very big news for you, Annie. I know it's going to be really, really big deal to you because of all my kids, you're really, really, and have always been like really close with Lexi. And you
She's
and
my baby.
Lexi, and you and her always are sharing like secrets with one another. She tried to get a hold of you the night before last. Have you talked to her in the last day
No.
or two? I told her you was down there living it up at the beach. She probably wouldn't get a hold of you. Lexi
Didn't
called
look
me,
at a phone.
and I don't blame you. She called me on FaceTime the night before last and blew my mind.
What
And
now?
the
Is
the
she
topic
sick?
is no, she's not sick. She called me and told me she bought a brand new pair of shoes and that she just couldn't wait for me to see these shoes. She
Yeah,
knows I love
Lexi's like her
shoes,
mom. She's like her
purses,
mom.
and perfume. We love, like, who doesn't? Like a real girly girl. So, and when she does buy new things, she gets all excited and she likes to show me. So I'm really thinking Lexi's getting ready to show me these badass,
Badass shoes.
maybe red bottoms or something, something big. So she said, "Are you ready, Mom? You ready to see my shoes?" And I'm on FaceTime. I said, "Yeah." She flipped the camera around to the floor, what was supposed to be the floor. It was the counter with 3 pregnancy tests that said
Shut up.
positive. No, I'm
Kayla,
not
today
joking.
you're not April fooling me today. Lexi would have done told me this and she ain't told me, so you're lying.
Did you just hear yourself say that you did not pick your phone up at the beach and no one could get you because you was enjoying your best life?
Well, I didn't
Yes,
see no
no.
missed calls.
Probably didn't have the best of service. She definitely tried to call you and tell you that baby number 2 is on the way.
Well,
I
I thought she didn't
honestly,
want no more kids right now. She said Madeline
well,
was a handful right by herself. Like to her, she's a clingy baby.
we all thought that they didn't want any more right now. I don't see Madeline letting this be an easy process for her or her dad. This is going to be really hard for Madeline because Madeline, I don't think, is nowhere near ready. But this could all change. She could have this baby and Madeline could be over the top. But I anticipate Madeline being very jealous. She does not let her mom touch or look at no one. So this is going to be a deal. This is going to be a big deal. Lexi's expecting. I did ask her how far was she. She said the week or two before that, Ryan was cracking jokes saying, "You've been moody lately. What's the chances that you're pregnant?" And Lexi said, "Zero. Zero chance." She said, "Mom," she said, "in the back of my mind, when he said that, she said, I actually already knew I was pregnant and I wouldn't even say anything to him." She waited a few days later, which was the night before last, and she goes and gets a pregnancy test. And yeah, she's expecting. So this is going to be grandbaby number 10 for me, honey. I'm like 10 kids in. You still have all these grandkids to come. When all my grandkids are growing up and like moving on, you're just going to be getting tied down with a whole bunch.
Listen, speaking of grandbabies, not to cut you off, I'm happy for Lexi as long as she's happy. I love it. But speaking of grandkids, my Grayson baby's walking.
I figured he should be walking anytime. He's at that age where, yeah, and he's so small but tall. I kind of figure he should be walking about now, but you know what? That puts
I'm
Kristen on
excited.
her tiptoes a little bit more. She thought mom life was tough, baby. Nothing's tough as it's gonna be once they hit their feet because
Running
it's
behind
game
them.
one. Oh yeah, that's a
Sure is. I'm
job.
excited. Hey, my one and only grandbaby.
Well, the good news is he's walking, and by her chasing him and dealing with him might make her rethink getting pregnant again so soon because it's not easy being a mother and, chasing kids down. It's really hard. We just made it look easy as hell. I don't know how because it wasn't. But, yeah, so outside of that, that was the big news I got while you were gone. Benny's been out working. Him and Yoi's still working together doing their thing. What else has been going on, Annie, since you've been gone? Yep, we found out Lexi
Uh,
was pregnant. Mother moved. Look what
George
all
is
can
living
happen
a
in a
single
week.
life. George has got a bachelor pad over here. We've been trying to help him out a little.
After out of George,
I
George
went,
has been holding it
hey,
down.
so my neighbor comes to me and she said, I've seen a young girl over there coming out. Not, a girl his age. Coming out at like 5 in the morning or whatever. I said, oh, he does? I said, he's got friends coming to visit him over there, in and
George got
out.
somebody coming out his door at 5 in the morning.
George got his true bachelor pad over here. I've seen he's had a couple friends over there.
Oh, yeah? Is this why he wanted that camper over out your back door instead of mine?
Maybe. I went to the grocery store yesterday. Kaylee come to me, said, I got to go to the grocery store and get drinks
They
and
feel
snacks and food and stuff, right? So I called him. I said, nephew, I said, I'm going to the grocery store. I said, meet me there and we'll grocery shop together. So I helped him do all that, but he's learning how to be a true bachelor. He takes care of his little camper. He's got his little friends that comes over and visits him. They leave, whatever. But all in all, he's a really good boy. He's growing up and he's got a good head on his shoulders. But I told him yesterday, I said, George, if you don't want me to see anything, you better tell him to put you at the opposite end of the park, buddy.
I
He
know,
said, he
right?
said, how
Oh
do
my
you know
gosh.
I've had friends over here? I said, just know I'm your aunt. I know everything. You live out my back door.
Obviously, you know more than I know. I didn't know anyone's been coming out that door at 5 in the morning. I mean, damn. I guess they would have to be leaving at 5 in the morning though, because he leaves every morning to go to work around 6 or 6:30.
Yeah. But
And he
speaking of
and
your
he
kids,
knows. Hold on. I tell you why he's got friends that's leaving at 5 in the morning. He has to leave by 6:30, and he doesn't know what day I'm gonna pop in over there because between me and your girls, we keep up with his camper, his laundry, everything. He doesn't want me to walk up in there if I know one in there because he knows I'm really not down with that. Like I would rather George just take things slow. He hasn't been long come out of a serious breakup, one that he took forever.
oh, it's just
And I don't,
friends. It's nothing.
honey, Annie, it all starts with friends. Didn't you just say you enjoy your friends? You're also
Yeah, but
married.
yeah, but this is different. George has got a good head on his shoulders. He's been going to the water park every day, enjoying his young little life, and he comes home and takes care of his little camper. And if he need anything, he comes to me or you, so it's fine.
Yeah, I know I'm proud of George. I'm very proud of George. I just
He
don't want
keeps
him
his
to
bills paid, all of his bills that he got. He's really good. He spends his money, like he should. I'm very proud of him.
you know what I'm most impressed about over overall with George?
What?
He's been down here all summer now. I thought long before now that he wouldn't be okay being away from what he calls home, where he was born and raised all
Martinsburg.
his life. He loves it so much here that I don't think he's ever like if I leave or up and left, I don't know that he would want to go. And since Richie's moved down here, he's got his brother here. Plus he's got stepbrothers here. Um
Hey,
he's
speaking of Richie, me and him got to go have a little bonding moment yesterday. Um, he wanted a puppy for Ellie for her birthday for next month, and the lady that I just got my puppy from had one boy puppy left, and me and him went and got it yesterday for Ellie for her birthday.
he called me last night and
And
told me that he
he's
took
told
him.
me thank you so many times, and then he sent me snaps of him and his puppy, the puppy loving on him and stuff.
I'm sure the podcast would love to know what he named that dog. First of all, guys, he got this dog for Ellie for her birthday. She's getting ready to turn 2, and anybody that knows Richie and his daughters, they are like bread and
They
butter,
got a
buddy. Like
bond,
they got a hell of a
a
bond.
really strong bond. Yep.
And Ellie's so crazy over Diamond that Richie's only focus and well, Richie and Savannah, both of them, have been
Yeah, they're
like
good.
on the lookout for her dog, but they found what's it? It's a Frenchie,
A
right?
Frenchie,
And he named it Lucas out of the
Luke,
Bible. He said Luke from the
Luke out of
Bible,
the Bible.
which I was I like that name. He kind of
She
he
liked it
looked like
Roscoe or something like that. And then
Roscoe.
on the way home, he was like, what do you think about Luke? Like Luke out of the Bible. I said, I like it. I love it. That's a really good name. So that's what he named him.
Well, Amy, everybody around here is lifing. Everything's been going great. I couldn't ask for things to be better. All of my kids are happy, healthy. TikTok's still kicking and screaming. Things on the TikTok app has definitely been looking up for K Gang lately. We've been kind of like down in the, as Sissy says it, in the trenches. But although we've been down, my team's been there and we have rode this out together as one squad. But that's turning around, it's picking up. She's having a little bit more tough time at kicking our ass over here. We've been coming full force the past week, and I've been really, really proud of that. So yeah, like I said, we've been lifing. Things are going great. I couldn't ask for things to be better.
Kayla, would you like to tell the world about our new merch that we have out on Tickety Talk?
Oh girl, wait, listen, yes. My favorite thing about our podcast has been our little logo and the cartoon form. And oh my God, those shirts look freaking awesome. I can't even wait to get mine to put it on to wear it for the
Girl,
podcast.
I ordered the pink one for the podcast. Which one did you get?
I got a pink t-shirt that says the Gossiping Gypsy Sisters. And hold on, I got one that says Play Gang.
What? Don't worry.
Yeah,
Wait till you see mine. I'm not even gonna tell you what mine says. Wait till you see it. Just wait, because you're gonna be jealous.
This takes me back to when I was trying to do my own merch line when we were filming, and Nettie got mad because I wanted to bring out my own merch. And she didn't want to do a merch line, so she got mad at me for wanting to do one.
I know what I can put on mine. Listen, Annie Licious. No, okay.
Oh,
All
girl,
joking
you're
aside,
trying to hijack my whole. You're trying to hijack my whole logo. I mean,
that's
damn.
not yours no more.
Matter of fact, this isn't about me anymore, Annie. It's about both of us. The logo says the Gossiping Gypsy Sisters with an apostrophe S, okay?
Okay,
So,
yeah.
I'm excited about our merch. And to everybody that's out there watching this right now, I highly recommend you go get the Gossiping Gypsy Sister merchandise that is out there to grab right now. We have t-shirts, we have hoodies, we have
Coffee
mugs, bags. I mean, just all sorts of little cute things. Make sure you go get yours, because next time y'all see me and Annie on this podcast, we're gonna be twinning.
Yeah, why did you have to go get pink like me, sister?
Again, this isn't just about me. This is about us, and it's what we like.
Yeah, well, there's many other colors. I picked pink. You could have done another one.
I'm gonna have to get one that's got cabins on the back for you that says the Traveling Gypsy Sister.
That loves
we have
to
a
clean.
podcast, and I love to clean and travel. I'm gonna get one that covers all grounds for you. But on the flip side, go get the merch, chat. You guys are gonna love the merchandise. We're in love.
Won't regret
Cannot
it.
wait to. I'm stalking the mailman right now for mine. But now that we let the cat out of the bag, everybody knows we have merch. Are you ready to dive into today's episode?
Sure.
So let's dive right in to today's episode, season 2, episode 6. The family that plays together stays together.
And in this episode, Nettie and Kayla sit down and talk about the fight, and they plan a family vacation.
A family vacation. A family vacation.
With a wildlife safari. Ain't it? Don't we act like a bunch of wild animals anyways?
I mean, that's exactly.
Safari.
That's where we belong that day, at that safari, because sometimes, I mean, you gotta, if you're gonna act wild, you gotta get down with other things that gets wild from time to time. So what better than a safari?
Nettie.
I can't believe you're calling me.
I just gotta work on myself.
I felt like a dead animal being vultured.
Do you really think that Nettie has changed?
She feels that we all need to get together and take a road trip.
Hell yeah, road trip.
Nettie and I are not on the best of terms. I just hope there's no complications along the way.
Ow!
Mellie, give the baby pig, Mellie.
Oh my goodness.
Get me the hell away from that.
This episode There wasn't no drama going on, so I give it a 7. It was pretty good to me. It was one of our good ones.
Anytime there's no drama, I'm always rated a 10. Because it's not too many times you're going to be able to say me. There's not going to be too many times I'm going to be able to rate it a 10. So yeah, I give this one a 10. The drama wasn't enough to make me say, you know, oh, I didn't enjoy it. We have our times, but we can manage to get through them. And everybody likes, Mellie loves animals. We love animals. So going to a safari, how much drama can you cause going to a safari? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
We
shall
can let
see.
drama go for the day when it's something everybody else likes to do. We can go with the plan because everybody likes this safari. So I doubt there's gonna be too much, controversy while we're doing fun things.
Well, let's dive in, sister. Let's talk about it. The main theme of this episode is about letting loose and having fun.
Can everybody actually compromise, let loose, and have fun? I think on this episode, everybody did just that. Is there any times you can think of that you've actually just cut loose and had fun and said, "The hell with the drama. I'm doing me today."
All the time. I cut loose and have fun all the freaking time.
I mean, I can agree. There was at least several instances throughout a day that we just cut loose and say, you know what? The hell with that. I'm doing this. I'm doing me. We done it this weekend by taking off and going rafting, and there's been drama going on in our family. But if I sit home and entertain it, I'm going to be drugged down to the ground with whatever's dragging me down. Or you can pick it up, go with it, and have a blast.
have a fucking
Post
blast,
pictures when you're
baby.
done. Yes. Overall, this episode is probably one of my least disliked episodes because honestly, we did have fun. I mean, who doesn't have fun at a safari, right? Woohoo! A safari's kind of like a wild rat. Let's go.
And on our little RV that we rode there in. Hello.
Yeah, you want to talk about whose idea it was to rent that RV?
Yours.
Why do you think I wanted to rent an RV?
So we could all be together and get along. Spend quality family time.
Because when you're putting all of us together, we don't go together too well in cars. I mean, we've done limo rides that didn't work out. So I figure since the limo ride didn't work out and everyone could be thankful that we got a limo, get a damn RV, baby. I mean, that's like sitting at here's your tea. Here's your cup of tea for the day. Drink, talk, hype up about getting where we're going, but it's like you're being at home instead of getting in a car. I don't think we would have made the safari if we would have took a car ride.
Nah. No, because everybody, Lord knows where everybody would have been separated 10 different ways.
So, Annie, what I want to talk to you about right now is how about when I showed you and Sheena the DVD that Nettie, aka to me, she's Nenny. I've always called her Nenny. That's her nickname. But, how did you feel when I was showing you and Sheena the video, the DVD that Nenny sent to me in the mail, her apology on a DVD?
You're not getting ready to believe what you're getting ready to see.
Kayla, it's me. I want to let you know, deep down in my heart, I did not ever wanted to fight you. I know I can't keep a friend because I have a big mouth. I just wish you would just let it all go.
I mean, to me, it was heartfelt. She really looked like she sincerely meant it. Yeah, it was, like I said, it was heartfelt. So I really, truly felt in the moment that she really did. She meant every word she said. She really was sorry.
Well, for me, because it was sent to me, it meant something to me because I don't think she had the heart to pick up the phone and tell me that she wanted to tell me she was sorry. But she was a bigger person, but at least she acknowledged the fact, okay, I don't want to call her and apologize. Let me just make this video and send it to her. No one's ever done that for me before. I for a minute, I did feel like, that she did go out of her way to do that. She didn't have to. She did. It showed growth. And it made me feel a little bit more at ease that she acknowledged her wrong, as well as I've acknowledged my wrongs throughout my years with her. But I mean, and it was so heartfelt that's why I felt like I should share it with you and Sheena and let y'all see the softer side to Nettie rather than the row, row, row. Everything doesn't have to be like that. I mean, I personally, me myself, I would rather someone say they're sorry rather than to treat you like shit and then just expect you to just have respect for them out of the blue because you are who you are. It doesn't work that way. I've apologized to many people in my life over my wrongdoings, and I'm very thankful that she chose to take the right path and
Yeah.
apologize.
That was good of Ninny. That was very heartfelt. That I feel that's what she should have done, and she really meant it, and it squashed it.
And you know, when Nettie sent me that video apologizing and she said she wanted to meet up, I wanted to meet up with her too because I wanted to let her know what do I have to hold against you? If you're going to apologize to me, then I'm not too good to meet you out and talk to you in person. Like I was ready to get that behind us, probably more than she was.
Yeah. You walked out on the porch and called her on the phone.
As I was sitting there dialing Nettie's number, I was thinking to myself, this is something I swore I would never do again. Nettie is a scummy whore that I'll never associate with again as long as I live. I just hope that I'm making the right decision.
So Kayla, what was the name of the dog that was in the scene that day when you were on that porch?
Oh, that's Bruno, my hot dog. That was our hot dog, Bruno.
The overweight
Bruno,
dog
we had a
that
hot
you
dog,
fed?
Bruno. He was a hot dog and his
Dragging
little
the
belly was
ground.
about this far from the ground. He drug it. Yeah. Yeah, they were our family dogs. I missed them so much.
Let's talk about when Mellie went to pick up her pregnancy photos, Kayla.
Whoever says that the saying of being pregnant is beautiful, they need to be smacked. You look like a fat cow.
It was the first I've ever seen anyone in my family or anyone that I ever knew do a painting from the belly up. It was pretty cool though, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it was definitely different. It was one hell of a way to showcase your pregnancy in some photographs. I thought that was a little different.
She talks about wanting to do a photo shoot with Richard baby, but I don't think I ever. Well, yeah, I took pictures with my kids when they were babies when they came out. I remember taking pictures when they were. I think pictures is an important thing to keep, like, so your kids will have something to go back and look at.
100%.
Yeah, I picture taking to me is very important. It's important to my kids. I know Crystal does it with Grayson. And when you're gone one day, it's something for them to look back on.
You know, since watching this episode that we're actually in and talking about right now, this was one of the episodes that I thought was the softer side of Mellie, getting to see her in her mom era. And yeah, because she's a lot more softer since she's had kids, although she's still rough, but she definitely, the more kids, the more pregnancies, the more softer Mellie got. And with this one, it was definitely good to see Mellie's gentle side for once in such a long time. Yeah, no,
Well, it was
yeah,
her first kid.
it was not only her first kid, it's the first everything as far as the photographs go. Like a pregnancy is no little thing from start to finish. And with it being your first baby, you're going to want to
Sure is
capture
not.
every moment you can from your pregnancy to birth, and then from birth on, it doesn't stop there either. So I thought it was good seeing the gentle side of Mellie becoming a new mom for the first time. Like this was her episode.
She does tend to show her good side quite often. I will give it to her. She will, but when she's Helly Melly, she's
Well, you know,
Helly Melly.
let's talk about when Ninny took the girls to the nail salon and got their nails done.
I love spending time with my daughters, and the best place to do that is at the nail salon.
We can't let them other girls get nothing on us. We gotta look hotter than them.
It's just a little chaotic. But anywhere with them, it's always chaotic. It doesn't matter where you're at. There's always something going on, noise in the back.
Especially if you go with people, it's chaotic. Period. Kayla, I've been in the nail salon with
Well,
my kids. And it's
speaking
been
of
chaotic.
nails and her taking her daughters,
My nails ain't shaped
how old
right.
were
My
you when you
nails
got your
ain't
first
painted
brush
right.
set? I was 14, I believe. And
I would say about
this is the
14.
first time since I was 14 years old that my nails have ever looked this short. I went in the other day and didn't.
I can't listen. I came home from the beach, and my first reaction was, "Who are you going to fight? Because I've never seen your nails that short."
So
My
because my
very
nails
first
are
reaction.
because my
I
nails
thought
are
you was
cut
ready
off,
to
you
go
think I'm gonna
sprint.
scrap?
Kayla, your nails are normally this long. They're like daggers.
Okay, I like
You and
long
Danielle's
nails,
tit for tat with
but
y'all's
I
nails.
am 43. I want to change.
Kayla,
Well, it might
they
not
don't
suit
suit you,
you.
sister. Let's see them little. Let's see your
They
stubs
might not
again.
suit
Let's see
you,
them
honey,
again.
but they're
Yep,
suiting me
they're
right now
stubs.
in my lifestyle change. Okay, I'm trying to be a little more conservative. All right, it's time. So basically, in this episode, Nettie's daughters were introduced: Kat, Chastity, and Sheila. Very common names, and I'm sure everybody's probably thinking, is Sheila named after me? No, but Sheila and Sheila, are both named after my aunt Sheila. So Sheila does have a name. We both get it from the same aunt. Kat is named Catherine after Yoi's mom. So she just nicknamed her Kat. Chastity, I'm not sure who she named Chastity after.
And
I really don't.
and my Nettie is not named after Nettie. My Nettie is named after my
Which
grandmother
is who
Nettie that
Nettie's
passed
named after.
away.
Is so I mean, look, it
Yes.
looks like we cannot like gypsies just can't get the names out and they just keep getting recycled. But at the end of this day, we're naming our kids after someone that means something to us. And normally in the gypsy culture, there's always when someone gets pregnant, an aunt or uncle speak up and say, I know you're named that baby after me. And it's just kind of how it goes. My kids are all named after someone as well. Uh, Danielle she got her name from her dad's middle name. Her dad's middle name was Daniel, so that's how she got Danielle. Kayla's named after me, my nickname. Instead of Kayla, I actually named her Kayla. Um, and then Richie, his dad, George, his dad's first cousin, Lexi, I totally went all out. I went off the grid. I said, I'm not going to flip flop these things anymore. I'm giving her her own name and let that go on down the line with her kids.
Michaela, my oldest daughter, is named after Kayla. She done Michaela. Chrislyn is after my brother is like Christopher Lynn.
No. Let's talk about Chrislyn. I can't even believe you forgot this.
It's not
I had
after
a
my
neighbor.
father.
Listen, we had a neighbor that was one of Sissy or Danielle's best little friends growing up, and her
Holy
name was
shit.
Chrislyn. And when you got pregnant with her, I said, Annie, I love this name, Chrislyn. So when you named her Chrislyn, we weren't even thinking our biological father's name is Christopher Lynn. That couldn't have happened any better. And then
Lacey, her dad picked her name out. Carly is named after my brothers. Carly Joe is Carl and Joseph. So Shirley Ann named Carly Joe. And Nettie is named after my grandmother, Nettie.
so I mean, with all the names, it is kind of like keeping it in the family if you think about it. Annie gave Carly Joe, well, no, she gave Chrislyn a rare name. I give Lexi a rare name. But all the way around, the rest of them, they're all named after somebody in the family.
Do you think it's interesting that Mellie says she don't trust Nettie again after the fighting? Drama?
No, because I'm not really. Because I mean, Mellie's always thinking that somebody's out to get somebody. So no, I don't think it's interesting. And for once, I did feel that her apology was authentic. So on that note, I didn't take that with a grain of salt because I didn't feel the same. I felt like Nettie really meant what she said. And she's not technically looking to come out and start more drama out of nowhere for nothing.
So Kayla called me, and she wants to meet me. We're gonna go get some lunch or something.
You don't go put your fist in her face and is that gonna be the lunch? I don't trust you.
Mellie, I have been trying too hard to make up with her, so why would I put my fist again in her face, right?
Nettie and Kayla needs to meet because they were close cousins. Kayla was like Nettie's sidekick.
I'm glad that she's finally at least wanting to meet me. I mean, she did call me, so I'm glad that we've made that much progress.
So, Kayla, can we talk about when you was in the car going to meet Nettie? Was there anyone in the car with you, asking you all these questions?
Yeah, let me tell you who was in the car with me. A GoPro in my face, obviously, because we were filming. And then there was a cameraman in the back with a whole huge camera. So, as I was driving, I was talking to the cameraman that was in the back. And we were just, it sounded like there was someone else in there talking to me, but I wasn't talking to myself. I was literally just talking to him. He was getting the footage, obviously, while I was driving down the road.
How are you feeling on your way to meet her?
I was a little nervous. I wasn't nervous that we were going to get there and anything was going to pop off. I was a little nervous for her because I felt like she really went out of her way to make a video and send an apology through a video. And I overall didn't want to get there and make her think that I felt some type of way. I wanted her to be able to see me and me see her with her knowing I don't look at you a day different. I love you the same. I'm glad I'm just glad we could put this behind us. No, I wasn't nervous. I was more nervous at the fact that I was hoping Nettie would not feel love no less because of what happened.
Good answer.
I got there, I got out, we talked it out, and exactly what I figured it would be, it was. We were both very, very apologetic. We both know it was wrong, and we both rose above it, and we were both women about it, and we handled it the way we should have. It wasn't it wasn't like a bunch of kids handling this situation. We were very mature about this whole entire situation. I do feel like Nettie was very genuine through the video and up to me getting out of the car, meeting her, talking to her, having our talk. Honestly, it felt like old times. It really didn't feel like we just went through everything we did. Although we both still had to lay down at night knowing that we did, and we both felt bad about it.
So during your meeting with Nettie, you had talked about being scared with Wetzel. Can you tell the world who Wetzel is?
Wetzel is our cousin Tania's husband, and at the time I didn't understand why he was out there at a woman's fight, but then once it was all done, I kind of knew that there was way more to it because Wetzel wouldn't just come out there. Wetzel was being fueled by Mellie, that was acting like she was on my side, Nettie, and everybody else. And all this happened in that man's yard that he didn't even ask for it to happen to. When they told me to come to Tania's, I'm under the impression that they told me to come there, not knowing that not even Nettie or Mellie gave them a heads up. This was all plotted in their front yard. He come out like a madman, not even knowing what was going on. I didn't know that in the moment because you don't know these things in the heat of a moment. It was after the fact that I found that out. But either way, I was definitely very intimidated. I felt better once I realized that Wetzel just was caught off guard. It was like a damn robbery going down in his front yard.
Yeah. I can see how you felt like that.
When Nettie told me that she looked at me more like a sister and her sister's fist fights, That's the only thing I was a little bit like, speak for yourself on that one. Yeah, you can look at me like a sister, but honey, me and my sister don't fist fight, and we have never fist fought in our life. Ever. Nor will we ever.
Yeah, sisters don't supposed to take it that far.
Physical fighting is not a typical thing for women in the gypsy community, or men, really. I mean, if you hear of anybody fighting, 9 times out of 10, it's one of the guys, younger kids. Women, no, this is not okay. Women are not supposed to fight. It's not a class act. No, it's not
Well,
okay.
Off of that, how did you feel when Nettie mentioned the trip to Tennessee? Where you actually live at now?
When Nettie mentioned about us taking a trip to Tennessee, I couldn't have been more happy, to tell you the truth, because baby, Tennessee is like Tennessee's one of my favorite places. So much so, I've recently moved here. Like, I love Tennessee. I've always been a fan of Tennessee. So I thought for sure when she mentioned that, what in the hell could go wrong down there with us? There's too much to do in Tennessee rather than to be fighting with one another. There's like too much excitement going to be going on rather than arguing.
Yeah, I love Tennessee. I love all the excitement from it all, and I love everything about it. Hey, all I can think about it, no more drama, all fun.
So I understand, like, everything looks good. We all just made up. Nettie's planning this trip to Tennessee, but we all got to get on an RV together. I wasn't sure how that was going to go down. I anticipate it was going to be the best RV ride we would ever take because we just done all the fighting. Now it's time to go have some fun. I wasn't sure how it was going to go, though. I'm not even going to lie. I expected it to be the way it was. No drama. The drama, we just made it out of it. Phew, just got done with all that mess.
Yeah,
Couldn't
so,
wait to get
you
Tennessee.
know, trip, let's leave the drama behind and go have fun.
Well, let's talk about when little Miss Mellie goes and gets a new tattoo in Tennessee.
The things over her Robbie's name.
I am getting the brass knuckles because it is big enough to cover up Robbie's name. It also goes with my other tattoo, Live Fast, Die Fast.
So what's the reasoning behind your cover-up?
Because I'm not with that well.
No, not anymore.
Nope.
Mellie in this episode is not really going to go get a tattoo because she wants to go get one. Mellie in this episode is going to go get a tattoo because she wants to cover Robbie's name up, which I never thought she would do. I never thought in a million years, even if they did not stay together, if she would ever cover that up. That's just my personal opinion. I didn't think she would ever cover that.
Not only did Mellie get a tattoo, the place that she put it right above her private area. Who does that?
Well, and it was a cover-up. And in order to do a cover-up, you have to go triple the size of the tattoo. That's just how it works. So I wonder if it ended up going, we already know where it's at. How far down in there did it make it? I don't know how far down there it made it, y'all. But it was a big one. That was a big one.
Well, do you have tattoos that you regret? Did you have to go bigger anytime?
I sure did, right across my back. Yes, I eventually covered up one as well. And it's way bigger than Mellie's was, but it wasn't in the front. It was on the back, thank goodness, because I don't think I could have handled it in the front right there. I don't think I could have handled that, not even for the first time.
I've done the same thing. I've done my lower back.
So it's given all of us as head cover-ups. And this is my last one. I'm not doing any more cover-ups. This is it.
Oh, you'd have
I've
to
always
put a
heard
big one over it.
They say it's bad luck to get somebody's name tattooed on you. Well, I'm not doing any more cover-ups, and I'm not getting any more names. The next name I tattoo on my body will be my dog. That's a fact. Diamond.
Your what?
My dog.
She's in her next tattoos with her dog.
I don't regret any of my tattoos either because any tattoo I've ever got, I didn't just show up at the tattoo shop. Tell you the truth, I thought about them all, and I understand I made some reckless decisions because I've covered a few up, but I don't regret any of them because I just wouldn't have done it. I've thought about every one I've done.
Kayla, what give Mellie the idea to get the cover up that she got? Live fast, die fast. Like, where did that come from?
When I seen that tattoo, I'm gonna tell you exactly what comes through my mind. Live fast, die fast.
Yeah,
What
that's
that
kind of
told
crazy.
me, it told me she wants to live in the fastest way imaginable, and she wants to go out just as quick as she got here. That's what I got off of it.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It sounds like to me life is just about as fabulous as it can get. Let's just run it like a hot rod till you take your last breath, baby. I mean,
That's
what
crazy.
else is left to think? That one is very, 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 very far out there. I could not imagine ever. I would almost feel like that would be a curse to me. Like I would never. But if it wasn't for me to like, it's definitely for me to have my own opinion, such as everyone else. And I thought that's probably one of the wildest ones I've ever seen on anybody. That's just my opinion.
Let's talk about when we went to get ice cream. You told us about you and Nettie's conversation.
Tell us what happened.
Okay, so.
Where did you meet? How'd it go? Did you fight? Anything like that?
No, we did not fight. She was
Thank God.
just as sincere in person as she was in that DVD.
Really?
Like, this is not the same Nettie that you know, or I knew.
But before I told you about our conversation and how nice Nettie was being, I went and got my favorite ice cream, butter pecan. That's my
People
favorite. What's your
always love-
favorite?
Mine, vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
Or cookies and cream.
Something with a taste. Yeah. I
Cookies
like
and
vanilla
cream.
and
I like
chocolate.
cookies
It's
and cream.
just I like to have the wall. What is it? Pecans and the butter pecan. I love it.
So, what was going through your mind when you heard about how sincere Nettie was being?
I felt it. For once, I actually felt the sincerity coming from Nettie, honestly. And it was a good feeling. It made me feel like, okay, we have time here. I don't look for another major blowout with Nettie for a long time. That's how I really felt.
Well, at the moment, I guess all you could do was live in the moment and be in the moment.
Yes, and we went through a whole entire summer without seeing Nenny, Mellie, or Joanne. And I can honestly say, me and Joanne has never had a difference in our life. We have never, ever had a single disagreement of any kind, ever. So I felt it might not have been a little bit fair to her that I didn't get to see her that summer, but not seeing Mellie and Nettie was actually a good thing. We needed, after what all went on, and after everybody making up, a little time in between it is also another Band-Aid. It keeps things
Truth.
from popping off. The less interactive, the less you have to worry about. That's what I was thinking back then at that time.
Well, how did you feel about the road trip to Tennessee? And wasn't you the one responsible for setting the whole trip up?
Me, Annie, Sheena, and all of our kids are on our way to Nettie's to get on the RV and take off to Tennessee. Hello, are we ready to go? What?
We are ready to go.
I am really excited to take a road trip, but Nettie and I are not on the best of terms to say like we're best friends again. I just hope there's no complications along the way.
I know Nettie said that she wanted to take a road trip, but who set it up?
I mean, it was Nettie's idea, but then we both kind of jumped in there with like making everything align with the
Happens.
vacation. Mhm.
I got you.
Yep.
Well, I'll say that production had some say on some of that road trip deal. They helped coordinate it, set the
They
rooms
helped
up
coordinate it,
where we filmed.
but it was ultimately Nettie's idea. I mean, it was nice of them to say, okay, yes, we can navigate this way since you guys want to take this trip. Everybody's going to rekindle, all their differences, and we're going to make this a positive trip. That was Nettie's idea. So production helped make that possible. They had their hands in it. And we took it from there. So Annie, let's talk about when we were packing for that road trip.
Gypsies love the road and love to travel, but that doesn't mean we pack lightly. Our bling is heavy.
Gina brings Shakira along with. Oh, did you see what they did to Sissy? They put little Sissy in a suitcase. Danielle and Shakira did is shut the suitcase and was ready to take off.
They were luggage themselves.
And Sissy got the wrap with the coins all over it, like the gypsies, the fortune tellers. Blinged out
And then
outfits
all
with
the
and they all
highlighter
look like
tops.
highlighters.
Literally, actually, highlighters. But I mean, if we can't be bright and poppy, nobody's going to know we're around. Got to be popping on. You got to be popping on vacay.
So we always got to be popping at eating time, sister.
And this was also the first time we get to see Sheena's daughter, Shakira.
So the gypsies that does the readings and all that.
She was very, very excited to be a part of all this as well. Sheena's daughter, Shakira, and my daughters were very, very close growing up. And, it wasn't too long after all that filming was done, Sheena moved to Tennessee. We stayed in West Virginia. So Shakira and my kids and Sheena's kids got distance put between them. They never remained as close as they were on the show, but they love each other the same way. And I'm sure if they were in the same town or a town over, they would definitely be doing brunch probably daily together. They still love each other very, very much, although they don't live in the same town anymore. They're still close.
Well, let's talk about the road trip, Kayla.
He's not even telling y'all what we got planned to do in Tennessee. Nettie and I have so many surprises planned for this trip that I don't know how I'm supposed to keep my mouth shut.
Let's talk about how many went. 11 and a baby, honey. That's a
Poor
hell of
baby
a road
around-
trip.
The poor baby around everybody being so loud in an RV. That many people in one RV.
That many people on one RV, and my girls coming, the girls. I don't know who was more excited to get to Tennessee, me or the girls, because in their mind, this was their vacation. Like, we were all together, hyping each other up about going to Tennessee. The kids and the cousins was doing the same thing in the back. So it was a win-win. It was just a win-win. Everybody was over the top happy. Everyone. And it's not too often you get to see 11 people and a baby that happy going on a road trip in an RV.
I'll say it was a little hectic, but it was fun. Until Mellie
I'm gonna
pinched her way
say-
and made her cry.
Yeah. Oh, Mellie has a very bad habit of doing that. She'll start laughing
She
and then
bruised
start beating at the
Joanne's
same
knee,
time.
and Joanne went to the front crying. So
Well, this was one
Nice.
of those things where I couldn't imagine why everyone wouldn't have took their kids, because it's not like we were big drinkers or big partiers or anything like that. We were more, when we had kids at that age, because all of our kids are pretty much grown now, we like to stay around things that we could do that could involve our kids. And that Tennessee trip was definitely a family occasion. No different than picking a different place and going, taking the kids. Enjoy your family, your kids, your cousins, the babies. You know what, Annie? Do you remember Robbie calling Mellie on that RV that day?
yeah, I do, and I remember Ninny taking the phone out of Mellie's hand because I don't think Mellie was crazy about Robbie coming at the moment. And Nettie said on her interview that she knew that she could tell Mellie was excited and really wanted Robbie to come there, but Nettie grabbed the phone and told Robbie that we were going to Tennessee and that he could come there. So yeah, I remember.
Yeah. She was acting like she wasn't happy about Robbie coming to see his brand new baby, but we all knew that Mellie was actually over the top
Happy.
about that. She wanted her baby to meet his dad. Who wouldn't be happy about that? I mean, what she didn't know is she could have just been genuine with us and been like, She could have been honest and said, hey, I actually see. That's just the thing about Mellie. Sometimes when whatever she's doing, she's really meaning the opposite. So for most things. So with her tripping out about him coming, she was tripping out, but she really wanted him there. She wanted him to
Well,
meet
I
Richie
think
for the
Mellie
first
was
time.
going through postpartum depression. Some women go through that after having kids, and I think that's what Mellie was going through. So
Well, and that's a very real thing in this world. And women do have babies, do go through postpartum, and we really thought
I've never.
that it could be a possibility. Well, some people don't even know they're going through it, Annie. Not everyone knows that
I've never
they're even going
experienced
through it.
postpartum, though, is what I'm saying. So I don't know how it feels, but Mellie was going through it and she was experiencing it. Just saying for myself, I've never experienced it.
Well, it finally felt good to hear a little bit more about Sheena's life, what was going on with her situation with Henry. They had just divorced. She was brand new coming into divorcing her kid's father, which was a big deal for her. But what better? She picked up and came to her family and found where she could be to get through that time and to get through that process. She wanted to be around as much positivity as possible, fun, family.
Let's talk about the cabin. Do you remember Mellie not wanting to come in because she thought it was creepy?
Pull up to the cabin, and it was back in the woods. Scary as It's nice on the outside. I'm sure it's nice on the inside, but I'm not about to walk in there because God knows that there's murderers or whoever the hell in there. I'm not taking my kid in there.
When does Mellie will tell you a hotel room is creepy if you let her. I mean, if you entertain the topic, she'll tell you a motel room's creepy, which, I mean, damn,
genuinely
where
thought
did
it
you
was
think we was
creepy,
going to
Kayla.
stay? We come to Tennessee and got a cabin. You knew that coming in. Why is it creepy when you get here? You know what? It wasn't creepy. It wasn't so creepy after all.
Well, let's talk about salads when we ate that night, and all of us ate sandwiches and we put pork and beans on them. Do you remember that? How you tripped and
You gotta-
everybody tripped on me with pork and beans, but better yet, baby, we tore them
I
up.
tore it up. Yes, I finally opened. I was very open to trying it, and I did, and it was. I highly recommend it. By the way, it's highly recommended.
What does your dad consist of now, sister? Because all I know is you be making good food over there because I can smell it over here. So let's talk about that dad, Sally, girl.
Well, I will talk about it. I have since bought a pressure cooker, and let me tell you, that pressure cooker is my nanny. I have a nanny in the form of a pop.
Our pressure cookers are nanny.
It does all my meals without me having to touch anything. Just dump everything in it, lock the lid, let it roll.
That's funny.
I still cook. I love to cook. I'll never ever cooking will never get old to me.
Let's talk about the safari, Kayla.
Me and Kayla's taking the girls out to this Circle G safari. We have never been to a safari, and I think that we'll all be able to have fun and laugh together.
Look, Denny, look!
Oh my God! I did zebras!
Was that the first time you ever been on a safari?
Girl,
It was for me.
This was my very first safari, and I was scared as shit, but I was ready to hop up on that camel and go.
Would you say that the camel was your favorite animal there?
Fun riding this camel. Believe it or not, I liked it.
Okay, I have
Actually, no,
something very
the
interesting I
giraffe.
want to say about the camel. Which one stuck his tongue out at me?
Giraffe stuck the tongue out and scared me.
You and me. Yes, there was a giraffe. That was freaking hilarious.
It's like he was
That
going to grab my body and suck it in.
The tongue was actually the hand for the giraffe. It just come right on out like it was going to swat your ass. That was funny. The giraffe was my favorite.
I was trying to feed that thing and it would. Thought
Well,
it was
Annie,
gonna
he was
get
trying
me,
to feed
man.
it had to use his tongue to get in your hand, but it was going to use his tongue and kind of like slippity slap at you,
How
That was
about
some
all
funny
those
shit.
shirts? How about the shirts and hats that we wore and got airbrushed? Huh? What made us do that? I mean, it was pretty cool though.
Mellie had the people to airbrush the word CUNT on the producer's hat. It was I don't know if that was ever
She
shown.
did. I
Do you
forgot
remember
about that. Yeah.
CUNT on that. And the producer literally walked around Tennessee with that hat on. Oh my gosh.
That was funny.
That's something I'll never forget. Considering it was your first time and my first time ever going to a safari, I can tell you right now, if you ever get bored, we live here now. I would love to go
Let's
back
go.
and revisit that same safari.
Can we do it?
Let's
do
take
it.
a
Let's
weekend and
plan
go
it.
do it.
I'm
I
down.
promise you, we're doing that again. I want to see if the same giraffes are in the same little arena with the little things of food that you put the change in and get it and feed them.
Different
And let's
ones.
see if one gets you
Dustin,
this time.
It's gonna get you.
Oh
I
gosh,
wouldn't do
well,
anything different though if I could. Like I wouldn't do any of it different. I have fun.
well, I wouldn't do any of it different either. And back to what you said, I gotta agree with you. It was definitely one of my least disliked ones. I actually enjoyed
I
this
like
episode.
it. I'll give it an 8, 9. I'm gonna give this episode a 9.
I'm going to give it a 10 because we got to see Mellie very, very compassionate with her firstborn. We got to see Nettie being very soft and compassionate about our ordeal, and that everybody takes a vacation and truly enjoys it. And we got to bring others along the way with us, which made it all the better. I give it a 10. It was one of my favorites.
Okay.
Everyone be sure to come back for season 2, episode 7, Gypsies Unleashed. And when they say unleashed, Mellie goes and takes the wine tasting to a whole nother level. Robbie meets Richie. And we go Zorban. There's a lot in the next episode. You guys do not want to miss it. Make sure to come back. Until then, have a fabulous day. See you guys next time.
And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, send your burning questions, and ring that bell. Bye, y'all.